Hello, students. We are going to study Amazing 4, Level 3, Unit 1. And we are at Unit 1A section. So let's make it a little bit bigger. The This section is about occupations, jobs, let's say. For example, I am an English teacher. You are a student. You have a teacher in the class. Teacher, student, not student, not necessarily student, but teachers, for example, policemen, pilots, they are all occupations, let's say. So we are going to talk about occupations. Now let's have a look at the words first. The words are here at the back of your book in the dictionary section. So let's have a look at Unit 1. Unit 1. Let's make it a little bit bigger and then follow. Okay. Now, sorry for this. Where is the listening? Let's see the listening. Let's go back. Yes, let's try to repeat. Listen and repeat. Listen to me and repeat after me, okay? Let's make it bigger. Flight attendant. Flight attendant on a plane, for example. Heart surgeon. Heart surgeon. Doctor, a kind of doctor. Makeup artist. Before the films, they prepare you. I mean, the artists, the actors, the actresses. Personal trainer for basketball players or football players or maybe sometimes volleyball player, maybe tennis player. Security guard, travel agent, web designer. And we also have some adjectives related to jobs. We use them with the jobs, for example. Creative, creative artist, let's say. Easygoing person, flexible, hardworking, organized, patient, reliable. Appearance, for appearance, we use these words, let's say. Beard. Curly for hair. Dimple, a small hollow place in the skin, especially in the face. Freckle, a small pale brown spot on a person's skin. Freckles. Face. Mustache. Overweight. Uh, If a man is a fat, for example, is a fat person, that means he or she is overweight. Okay, skinny, very thin, especially in a way that you find unpleasant or ugly. Very thin, you can say. For women or for men, we can use both. Slim, thin in a way that is attractive. Slim. Not fat, not thin, in between. Good looking. Well built, with a solid, strong body. Well built. Okay, wrinkle a line or small fold in your skin, especially on your face that forms as you get older. For example, I have wrinkles here. You see wrinkle here, wrinkle. Okay. Okay. Now we're finished with the words of Unit 1. Let's go back to the units. Unit 1, occupations. Let's make it bigger. Yes, we have a listening here and we have a dialogue. The dialogue is beside a seaside, you can say. Near the seaside, you can say. Yes, let's listen.
Sophia, Mia, and Oliver are talking to Mr. Johnson about his job. Noah is not with them. He is taking photos.
No,
Mr. Johnson, what is your occupation?
I am a
Johnson.
pilot. I
Well,
fly planes.
he's
Wow,
a pilot.
that's awesome. I want to be a pilot when I grow up.
Yes, it is great to be a pilot. I go to a lot of fascinating places, meet a lot of interesting people, and get a high salary. However, there are some drawbacks too. I usually work at the weekend, so I can't spend a lot of time with my family and friends or do recreational activities. Luckily, I am on holiday with my family now. We are having so much fun. My wife and kids are swimming in the sea, and I am drinking my coffee and chatting with you. It is really relaxing. Tomorrow, we are flying to Miami. I am delighted.
I love Miami. I went there last summer with my family.
Where is Noah?
He is taking photos at the moment.
He loves taking photos. Let's go and look at them.
Nice to meet you. Have a great holiday.
You too.
Okay. Let's have a look at back to the dialogue. Sorry. Yes, we see the dialogue here. Mr. Johnson, what's your occupation? He says, I'm a pilot. I fly planes. Wow, they say. I mean, Mia says, wow, that's awesome. I want to be a pilot when I grow up. And Mr. Johnson says, yes, it's great to be a pilot. I go to a lot of fascinating places, meet a lot of interesting people, and get a high salary. Salary. Okay, salary. However, there are some drawbacks too, negative things too. I usually work at the weekend, so I can't spend a lot of time with my family and friends or do recreational activities. Luckily, I'm on holiday with my family now. He is on holiday with his family. We are having so much fun. My wife and kids are swimming in the sea, and I am drinking my coffee and chatting with you. It's really relaxing. Tomorrow we're flying to Miami. I'm delighted, means I'm happy, very happy. Oh, I love Miami, says Sophia. I went there last summer with my family. Where is Noah? He's taking photos at the moment. He loves taking photos. Let's go and look at them. Nice to meet you, says Mr. Johnson. Have a great holiday. You too, they say. I mean, Oliver says. Now, let's have a look at the expressions. Are the expressions true or false? Yes, true or false, or don't say. If you can't see the answer, don't say. You can say don't say. Mia thinks that Mrs. Johnson has a great job. That's true, as far as I can understand, because she says that's awesome. Awesome means very good, very nice. So, great job, she thinks. Mr. Johnson goes to amazing places because he's a pilot. Yes, that's right. He says, I go to a lot of fascinating places. Fascinating means very interesting, very beautiful places, you can say. Mr. Johnson, third statement. Mr. Johnson doesn't earn a lot of money. That's false because he gets a high salary. High salary means very much money. Okay, Mr. Johnson doesn't have many friends. He has got lots of friends because I can't uh, friends. No, he may not have. It doesn't say. I mean, the paragraph doesn't say he has a lot of friends or not. No, is still talking to Mr. Johnson now. No, that's false because he's taking pictures, taking photos. Mr. Johnson doesn't know how to swim. Mr. Johnson doesn't know how to swim? I don't think so. It doesn't say anything. We don't know. Okay. We came here to the second activity. Let's look at here. Read the dialogue again and a word which means job, pilot. 2, amazing, fascinating. 3, disadvantage, advantage, positive, negative, disadvantage. A equal or similar word is drawback, drawback. Enjoyable, enjoyable. We will just look at it. Enjoyable, enjoyable. Delighted, possible. Anyway, delighted can be. What else? Happy, delighted, sorry. That's delighted. Let's check again. Let's check again. Maybe fun. We can say fun as far as I can understand from the place and from the paragraph. Complete the jobs with the words below. Football, football, trainer, football coach, flight attendant, 8, web designer, 5, travel, travel agent, yes, travel agent, makeup artist, personal trainer, security guard, heart surgeon. Again, from the very beginning, football coach. Coach means trainer, kind of trainer. Flight attendant, web designer, travel agent, makeup artist, personal trainer, security guard, heart surgeon. Okay, let's go back and have a look at here the grammar. Now, at the beginning of this unit, this book, let's say, we are going to review again present simple and present continuous. Present simple for general things for every day or for every time what we do, we talk about that. For present continuous, we can say it's the time now, at the moment. And when we do something at the moment, we use present continuous. Okay, let's have a look at present simple. The earth goes around the sun. The earth always goes around the sun every day. Every day? Yes, every day. Permanent state, fact. It's a fact. I get up early every morning. That's a routine, we can say for us. I get up early in the morning. For example, I get up at 10 to 7 every morning because I take my daughter to underground. Okay, school starts at 8:30. That's a timetable, so that's usual. Time expressions. When you see these time expressions, you must use present simple. I mean, verb tense one and verbs in the first verb as a first verb. You can use it. Time expressions always, usually, sometimes, every day, every week, etc. For present continuous, we can say these words or these sentences. I'm listening to music now. Action happening now. Or around the time of speaking. When I'm speaking, I'm listening to music, for example. He is flying to Rome tomorrow afternoon. That's the future arrangement, future meaning. She's flying to Rome tomorrow, but we can use present continuous for future meaning. Time expressions. When you see these time expressions, you can easily use present continuous. now, at the moment, at present, etc. Note stative verbs such as want, like, need, believe, hate, know, etc. are usually used in present simple, not ing, no ing, but not present continuous. For example, I'm knowing the answer, I know the answer. I'm knowing the answer, I know the answer. Okay, let's go back to the exercise. We'll see whether we have the exercise. Yes. Complete the sentences with the present simple or present continuous form of the verbs in brackets. Jason and I talk to the security guard now. Now means simple present, present continuous, present continuous. Don't forget. So Jason and are I are talking to the security guard now. Sometimes. Anyway, two. My cousin as a web designer and she likes her job a lot. Means every time. What's her occupation? She's a web designer. What does she do all the time? She works as a web designer and she likes her job a lot. She works, my cousin, she or he, sorry. My cousin works as a web designer and she likes her job a lot. She. The flight attendant is showing because at the moment, now, at the moment, the flight attendant is showing the man to his seat at the moment. Flowers, generally, we don't have a time expression, so we must think as general things. So flowers need sunlight and water to grow. Flowers need sunlight and water to grow. Five, five, five. Football coaches a lot of money. Expressions, no expression. If you don't see any expression, you can use present simple. Football coaches earn a lot of money. Earn, they get a lot of money. Six, the makeup artist to the USA tomorrow morning. That means you have to use present continuous. Why? Because of tomorrow morning for future meaning. You can't use present simple for future meaning. You can use present continuous for future meaning. The makeup artist is flying to the USA tomorrow morning. Let's go back to speaking. Work in pairs and answer the following questions. What do you want to be in the future? What do you want to be in the future? Do you want to be a doctor, a teacher, a pilot, a policeman? Think about this. What do you want to be? For example, when I was a child, I wanted to be a pilot, but I couldn't because I attended a different kind of school. So it was not allowed. It was not allowed to enter from that school to the military school. Anyway, the second one, what jobs in activity 3 do you think are fun and why? What jobs? Pilot, teacher, flight attendant, web designer, travel agent. Think about the professions. Let's go back and let's see. Yes, this one. Let me help you. Which ones are fun? Football coach, flight attendant, web designer, travel agent, makeup artist, personal trainer, security guard, heart surgeon. I think, for example, heart surgeon may be an interesting profession, but maybe dangerous as well. You have to be very careful and very skillful or talented. When you cut somebody, for example, somebody's part, from the body, for example, you have to be very careful. And flight attendant, for example, that may be fun. You see a lot of different kinds, a lot of people from different countries. You meet a normal person, an artist, sometimes an actor, sometimes an actress, sometimes an important person. Maybe interesting. But travel agent, for example, in a in a bureau, you have to work. That's not my job. I can't stand working in a bureau. I have to go out and get some fresh air and travel from one place to another, meet different kinds of people, and meet challenges for my job. I can say. Okay, let's go back to that activity. That was speaking. Now we came to writing. Choose one of the jobs from activity three. Think about the jobs: flight attendant, travel agent, football coach, personal trainer, security guard, web designer, whatever you think is suitable for you. Think about that job and write advantages, positive, and disadvantages, negatives, or drawbacks of doing this job. Think about this. For example, I am an English teacher. You don't need to learn, for example, Spanish. Everybody speaks English. That's an advantage for me, and I can easily find jobs out of being a teacher. For example, I can be a translator. I can be a guide. Uh, I can work in an international company and translate whatever comes to the company, or maybe translate. mm, at the moment, I didn't remember the word for that. Anyway, and disadvantages. Uh, this may hinder you learning other languages. For example, uh, it may cause problems in learning other languages. For example, German. I started to learn German, but I stopped somewhere because of the articles. Let's say der, die, das. That's a disadvantage for me. For example, I know English and I can communicate with German people. I don't need German, for example. I must have thought this and left learning German. But I have to improve my German and Spanish to some extent, let's say. Okay, think about advantages and disadvantages and write a paragraph about this if you have time. Okay, let's turn over the page. My part time job, 1B. Now let's make it bigger. There are some new words. Part time. Part time means half of the time. For example, we have 24 hours a day. 12, if you work 12 hours a day, that means you work part time. Improve means make better. Communicate means to communicate, to talk, to get into contact with somebody. Experience, I am an experienced English teacher. For the last 33 years, I've been working in this field as an English teacher. Okay, agree means have the same opinion, the same idea. Available means you are there, means. Okay, let's look at the adjectives related to jobs with their definitions. Let's make it bigger. Yes. Easygoing, for example, hardworking, reliable, flexible, patient, skillful, creative, organized. Let's make it better. Let's say Okay, easygoing, good at doing something, especially something that needs a particular ability or special training. That's skillful. A. Sorry. A. Relaxed and happy to accept things without worrying or getting angry. That means easygoing. Able to plan things carefully and keep things neat means organized. Organized. Can be trusted to do something well and that you can rely on means reliable. Reliable. Able to wait for a long time or accept annoying behavior or difficulties without becoming angry. Patient. Putting a lot of effort into a job and doing it well means hardworking. Hardworking. Having the skill and ability to produce something new, especially to work of art, a work of art showing his ability. Okay, creative. That's creative. Able to change to suit new conditions or situations means which one? Which ones? Um, G should be. Sorry for this. G should be. G should be skillful and creative should be able to change to suit new conditions or situations. You can understand this. I don't want to go back. Now let's go back and clean. Yes, reading. We have the reading. Read the dialogue and circle the correct answers. Okay, let's read the dialogue. Mrs. Peterson. Good afternoon, Michael. Please sit down. Good afternoon, Michael says. Thank you. Mrs. Peterson. Why do you want to have a part time job at the library? Michael. I want to have a part time job here because I want to improve myself, make better. Okay, Mrs. Peterson, tell me about yourself. Why do you think you will be a good assistant librarian? Michael, well, firstly, I'm easygoing. I can communicate well with other people. Secondly, I am organized and patient. Th- Thirdly, I love books. I think reading books is the best way to learn about the world, Mrs. Peterson. Excellent. Will this be your first part time job experience? Michael, no. I helped my father at his restaurant last summer. I worked as a waiter. However, I think working in the library will be much more enjoyable than working in a restaurant. Mrs. Peterson, I agree. Also, working as an assistant librarian isn't as tiring as working as a waiter. Are you available at the weekends? Michael, yes, sure. Mrs. Peterson, well, let's try it out. Can you come next Monday at about 4:30? Michael, certainly. Thank you. Mrs. Peterson, you're welcome. See you next Monday. Okay, let's go back and see the exercise. Michael wants to have a part time job because he wants to earn more money or to improve himself. Remember which one? I know the answer. Improve himself. Two, he wants to work as an assistant librarian or as a waiter. Remember, last summer he worked with his father in a restaurant. He was a waiter, but now he wants to work as an assistant librarian, not a waiter. Three, Michael thinks that communicating with people is the best way to learn about the world. As far as I can remember from the paragraph, Michael thinks that Reading books is the best way to learn about the world. That's the answer. 4. This will be his first work experience. Last summer, in a restaurant, he worked as a waiter, remember. This is the second experience for him. Second work experience. 5. Mrs. Peterson thinks that being a waiter or an assistant librarian is more tiring. Which one is more tiring? Tiring. I feel tired as a waiter, not a librarian. So, thinks that being a waiter is more tiring. Michael can or can't work at weekends. Remember? Is he available at weekends? Certainly, he says. Okay, so can work at weekends. Okay, we passed this activity as well. Now we came to another grammar. Now we have comparatives and superlative. Good, better, the best, for example. That's, let's say, that's irregular. Adjectives. These are adjectives. Fast, 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 faster, and the fastest. Cheetah is the fastest animal in the world, for example. Big, bigger, the biggest. For example, an orangutan is big, but a giraffe is bigger. And an elephant, let's say, is the biggest in Africa. Okay, easy. It's easy to learn English. It's easier to learn, for example, let's say it's easier to learn Turkish. I don't think it's easier. The easiest language is English, in my opinion. Okay, reliable, reliable, more reliable, and the most reliable. Reliable, for example, your best friend can be a reliable person. Your mother is more reliable than your friend, for example, but the most reliable is the one you think is the most reliable, mother or your best friend. Good. It's good to know English, but it's better to know Spanish. It's the best to know Turkish. Okay, bad. It's bad not to know English. It's worse not to speak English. It's the worst not to understand English. Kevin is more hardworking than Tim. Jane is the most easygoing person in our team. Hillary isn't as patient as Larry. For example, which one is the best team in Turkey? For example, in basketball, when you think of basketball, I think Fenerbahce is the best basketball team. But when you think of football, for example, I think Galatasaray nowadays is the best team. In the world, I think Paris Saint-Germain was the best team in the world, we can say. As handball, for example, Beşiktaş is the best team in Turkey. So, what else can we say? We should, when you want to learn English, for example, you should be as patient as you can, as patient as I am. I am a patient person when I want to learn a language or when I want to learn something, let's say history about Turkey, history about the Balkans, and so on. I try to find different books and read them and read them and read them. Read from different sources, for example. Not only Turkish, but also English, Serbo-Croatian, because I can understand Serbo-Croatian. I am a Bosnian descendant person living in Turkey, and I was born here in Turkey. Anyway, let's go back to the lesson. Okay. Now we have an activity. Choose the correct answer. Being a web designer is than being a teacher. More difficult, the most difficult, as difficult. Should be more. Why? Because we have then. Then is more difficult than being a teacher. When you see then, you have to use more or faster than, for example. Sorry. Two, our manager is person in our office. The most creative should be as creative as, but there isn't as, so we can't choose as creative. More creative than, no than, so we have to use the most creative person in our office. Three, earning a lot of money isn't, then should be an adjective. Isn't as important as being happy. Isn't as important as being happy. Okay? Because we can't use more important than, no than. The most important as, it's extra. So we can't use more important, the most important, important as being happy. Remember, as S. Okay, we came to listening as far as I can understand.
Unit 1. My part-time job. Page 13. Listen and circle the correct answer.
Good morning, Rachel. Have a say it.
Good morning, Mr. Adams. Thank you.
So, Rachel, tell me about yourself. What qualities make you a good dog walker?
I am reliable, patient, and flexible. Also, I love dogs. Dogs are the most adorable animals in the world. Other animals aren't as loyal as dogs.
Is this your first job as a dog walker?
Yes,
Can you work in the mornings? Can you come tomorrow morning around 8?
yes, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you
Okay.
tomorrow.
Let's listen the second time.
Unit 1. My part-time job. Page 13. Listen and circle the correct answer.
Good morning, Rachel. Have a say it.
Good morning, Mr. Adams. Thank you.
So, Rachel, tell me about yourself. What qualities make you a good dog walker?
I am reliable, patient, and flexible. Also, I love dogs. Dogs are the most adorable animals in the world. Other animals aren't as loyal as dogs.
Is this your first job as a dog walker?
Yes,
Can you work in the mornings? Can you come tomorrow morning around 8?
yes, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you tomorrow.
The third time, and we're going to do it together.
Unit 1. My part-time job. Page 13. Listen and circle the correct answer.
Good morning, Rachel. Have a say it.
Good morning, Mr. Adams. Thank you.
So, Rachel, tell me about yourself. What qualities make you a good dog walker?
I am reliable, patient, and flexible.
Dog
Also, I
walker.
love dogs. Dogs are the most adorable animals in the world. Other animals aren't as loyal as dogs.
Is this your first job as a dog walker?
Yes,
Can you work in the mornings? Can you come tomorrow morning around 8?
yes, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, Rachel wants to work as a dog walker. Rachel says she's reliable, patient, and flexible. Rachel thinks that dogs are loyal animals. This is Rachel's first job as a dog walker. Mr. Adams wants Rachel to start work tomorrow morning, not afternoon. So we finished the listening. Let's go to another activity called speaking. Work in pairs. Let's look. Sorry. Clean. Work in pairs. Then answer the following questions. Then write a short paragraph using your answers. Would you like to have a part-time job? Choose one of the jobs below. Why do you think you would be good at this job? For example, I'd like to be an assistant librarian. because I love reading books and I have a lot of books in my room. You can see here. Reading is good and makes me relax. And I like to learn new things from the books. Okay, that's why I would think I would be good at this job. Okay, let's go back. Let's turn over the page. Now we are at 1C. Let's see. There are new words: magnetic, understanding, solve, own, traits, special, joke, magnificent, charming. Before you come to this lesson, please look up the words from the dictionary and come here. It's better for you to understand what we are doing now. Magnetic, similar word we have in Turkish. Understanding, easygoing, you can say. Good persons are understanding people. Solve problems, for example. Think about this. Own, traits, characteristics, specialties. Special, joke, making a joke. Magnificent, very good, you can say. Beautiful, great, charming. Okay, now write the words under the correct category: freckles, square, curly, wavy, oval, middle aged, dimples, in her 20s, well built, skinny, overweight, mustache, straight, spiky, round, in his early 20s, in his late 40s, and so on. Do we have an activity like this? We'll see. Mm, we don't have the activity. Oh, we have. We have the activity. Yes. Face, for example, for face, we can say for face, freckles, oval, wrinkles, mustache, hair, well built, middle aged, beard, curly hair, in his early 20s, straight hair, dimples, hair, wavy hair, skinny, slim, overweight. Sorry, in his late 40s. Yes. Round, spiky, spiky here, round. Okay, let's check. All of them are correct. Yes. Yes, let's go back and see what's coming next. Yes, read the presentations and choose the correct picture. Welcome to my presentation. I want to introduce my father. He is a great father whose personality is magnetic. Magnetic, just like magnets, magnetic. He's a kind person who always helps other people. He is very understanding, so I always talk to him about my problems which I can't solve on my own. He works as a manager. He works in an office which is in the city center. He is very attractive. Attractive. He's in his mid 30s. I mean, no, I am at the end of 50s, let's say. He has got a square face. Okay. He has got short brown hair. He has got a beard and a mustache. He's tall and well built. He's tall and well built. Square face, short brown hair, beard and mustache. That's B as far as I can understand. B. Should be B. Luke's father. B should be. Welcome to my presentation. I want to talk about my sister. She has got a lot of positive personality traits which make her a special person. Firstly, she is a fun person whose jokes make me laugh a lot. Secondly, she is very talented. She's an artist who draws magnificent paintings. She works in a studio where she also teaches young children to draw. Also, she is very charming. She's in her early 20s. She's got an oval face, and wavy hair. She has got freckles which make her very cute. She's a bit overweight. Overweight? I think that's C. Overweight. If you think overweight, paintings. She works as a studio, children to do. She's very young. She's in her early 20s. Early 20s, probably B. I'm not sure. Must be C. Anyway. Okay. Now we came to another grammar. We have relative clauses now. We need these when you talk about a person, about something, about an event, about a book, and to show the characteristics or traits or specialties to that person, to that book, to that historical event, for example. For example, I love people who have curly hair. There are people have curly hair. I love those people with curly hair, okay? With curly hair. We use who for people. Who for people. For example, I love people who laugh a lot. I love people who know a lot. I love people who read books. For example, you can use these words. These relative clauses. We call them relative clauses. She has got dimples, and which make her very beautiful for things, dimples. I met a girl whose hair looked perfect for possession. A girl, a girl's hair looked perfect. Goes, and we put whose. I met a girl girl's hair looked perfect. This is the cafe where I met my best friends. It's a place. So for a place, when we talk about a place, we use where instead of that place. Cafe. I met my best friend at a cafe. This is the cafe where I met my best friends. For places, we use where. For possession, we use whose. For things, we use which. For person or for people, we use who. So let's come to an exercise. We will see, choose the correct. Do we have an exercise? No, we don't have an exercise. Anyway, let's make it bigger. Yes. She works in a beauty salon. She does lovely hairstyles. She works in a beauty salon, place. So what do we use? Where? I don't like people. So what do we use? We use who. Three, they laughed at the boy hair. So we use possession. Don't forget possession. That's whose hair was spiky. Whose hair was spiky. 4, it's fun to use the application Think, which can change your hair color. Okay, let's go back by cleaning. Yes, let's clean and let's go back. We came to listening.
Unit 1. Guess who? Page 15. Activity 4. Listen to the dialogue and choose the correct answer.
What does your brother do, William?
He is a personal trainer.
What does he look like?
He is very handsome. He is in his late 20s. He is tall and well built. He has got spiky brown hair. He has a beard and a moustache.
What is he like?
He is very easygoing.
Sorry. Yes, for the listening again, let's listen again.
Unit 1. Guess who?
First one.
Page 15.
What's William's brother's job?
Activity 4.
What does William's
Listen to the
brother look
dialogue
like?
and choose
What's
the correct
William's brother
answer.
like?
What does your brother do, William?
He is a personal trainer.
What does he
Yes.
look like?
He is very handsome. He is in his late 20s.
Mm.
He is tall and well built. He has got spiky brown hair. He has a beard and a moustache.
Yes.
What is he like?
He is very easygoing.
Okay, let's listen again and do together, okay? Let's listen and do together.
Unit 1. Guess who? Page 15. Activity 4. Listen to the dialogue and choose the correct answer.
Listen.
What does your brother do, William?
He is a personal trainer.
Yes, personal trainer. That's picture B. 2.
What does he look like?
He is very handsome. He is in his late 20s. He is tall and well built. He has got spiky brown hair. He has a beard and a moustache.
Yes.
What is he like?
He is very easygoing.
And he is very easygoing. Yes, let's clean. Let's go back. Yes, we came to another activity. Let me see it. Speaking. Work in peace. Choose one of your classmates to describe. Ask the following questions to guess who your partner chooses. What does she look like? She looks like a princess. What's she like? What does she look like? She looks like a princess. What's she like? She is sociable. She is reliable. I can say. So that's my daughter. Okay, we came to skills section 1D. Now let's have a look at the section first. Yes, you see some new words: secret, humorous, get along well, documentary film, like National Wild, wish. Okay, read the text and complete it with the words from the box. Reliable, wears, both, classmates, class friend, kind, jokes, personality, spiky, along, hope, together. Now, let's have a look at the exercise first. Yes, you see the exercise and you see the words. Reliable, wears, both, classmates, kind, jokes, personality, spiky, along, hope, together. My best friend is one of my classmates, probably. His name is Timothy. I have known him since I was 7 years old. We spent a lot of time together. Timothy is very handsome. He has got short, about brown hair, spiky, spiky brown hair, and dimples. He has got big blue eyes and a small nose. He is slim. He always wears stylish clothes, and he always looks great. Timothy has a magnetic personality. Yes. He is very intelligent, hardworking, and organized, and he is also very reliable. Yes, because so I always tell him my secrets. You tell your secrets to a reliable person. That's why it's reliable. I mean, he is reliable. He is very humorous as well. He makes very funny joke. It's fun to be around Timothy. We get along. We get along really well. We both enjoy playing video games, doing outdoor sports, and watching documentaries. In short, I think Timothy is a wonderful friend. I hope, yes, I hope we will be friends for a very long time. I'm very lucky because he is the kind of friend that everybody wishes to have. Yes. Let's check. All of them are correct. Yes. Sorry. Before that, I think we have to look at the listening. Yes, there's a listening. Listen and choose the correct answer.
Unit 1. Skills. Page 17. Activity 3. Listen and choose the correct answer.
My best friend is one of my teammates. Her name is Daisy. We have known each other since we were 8 years old. Daisy is very pretty. She has got long, curly brown hair and freckles. She has big green eyes. She is tall, but she is a bit overweight. Daisy has got a great personality. She is very patient and easygoing. Also, she is very skillful and creative. We love spending time together because we get along really well. We both enjoy doing yoga, baking cookies, and reading comics. In short, I think Daisy is a wonderful friend. I hope we will be friends forever.
Let's listen again and then we will do it together.
Unit 1. Skills. Page 17. Activity 3. Listen and choose the correct answer.
My best friend is one of my teammates. Her name is Daisy. We have known each other since we were 8 years old. Daisy is very pretty. She has got long, curly brown hair and freckles. She has big green eyes. She is tall, but she is a bit overweight. Daisy has got a great personality. She is very patient and easygoing. Also, she is very skillful and creative. We love spending time together because we get along really well. We both enjoy doing yoga, baking cookies, and reading comics. In short, I think Daisy is a wonderful friend. I hope we will be friends forever.
Okay, let's listen together and do the activity.
Unit 1. Skills. Page 17. Activity 3. Listen and choose the correct answer.
My best friend is one of my teammates.
My best friend is one of my teammates. So the answer for the first question is teammates.
Her name is Daisy. We have known each other since we were 8 years old. Daisy is very pretty. She has got long, curly brown hair and freckles.
Freckles. She's got freckles. Curly brown hair? No, only freckles. Third question.
She has big green eyes. She is tall, but she is a bit overweight.
She is overweight. 4.
Daisy has got a great personality. She is very patient and easygoing.
Yes, easygoing.
Also, she is very skillful and creative. We love spending time together because we get along really well. We both enjoy doing yoga, baking cookies, and reading comics.
We both enjoy means both Daisy and Monica. So the answer is C. Okay, let's go back. Where are we? Monica just finished speaking. Work in pairs and take turns to ask each other the following questions. Who is your best friend? My best friend is my uncle's son, Senat Kansu. What does he look like? He is a bit short. He is not fat. He is slim, I can say. He has got a beard, a mustache, a white beard, and a white mustache because he is 60 years old. He's not handsome. He is a little bit short. What's he like? He is sociable. He is reliable. He is a good relative and a good friend, I can say. What do you usually do when you spend time together? We chat. We talk about politics. We talk about sports. We talk about uh, our association, Bosna Sanjak Association, and we talk about the future of Turkey. Okay, let's go back and see what's coming next. Yes. Now we have a pronunciation. Listen and choose the correct sound.
Unit 1. Skills. Page 17.
Together.
Pronunciation. Activity 5. Listen and choose the correct sound.
1. Spider. 2.
Hi.
Hair.
Here.
3. Pie. 4.
Hi.
There.
There.
5. Stairs.
There.
6. Island.
Hi. Yes, these are the answers. Together. Let's go back. Where are we? We are at writing as far as I can see. Yes. Write a paragraph to describe your best friend. You can use activity 1 as an example. Your best friend's name. His name is Senat Kansu. I have known him since we were born. He is 1 year older than me. He looks he looks he does not look attractive. He is short. He wears good clothes, I can say. He is slim. He is sociable and reliable. He 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 likes to talk about football, about politics, about our country, and he does not have any interest as far as I can remember. My feelings are good for him because I really trust him, and we talk a lot. We visit each other. Mainly, I visit him because of his mother. My mother is dead. She does not live. I mean, she's not alive now. She's dead. She died in 1998. So as a respect, I visit them. I visit his mother. That's why we meet each other there. And he does not come to me. But still, I think he's one of my best friends. Okay, let's turn over the page. Focus skills. Now let's make it bigger. Sorry. Okay. Reading comprehension, identifying the specific information. Now, reading comprehension is about specific information we have to find out. Okay. I have two cousins. I get along with both of them very well. Their names are Charles and Marshall. They are both very attractive. Charles is in his early 20s, but Marshall is in his mid 20s. Charles has an oval face. Marshall has a square face. Charles is tall and well built. However, Marshall is not as tall as Charles and he is a bit overweight. They both have freckles and dimples, which make them very handsome. Charles has got a beard and a mustache. He has got short, straight hair. Marshall hasn't got a beard or a mustache. He has got short, curly hair. I think they are wonderful people. Both Charles and Marshall are reliable, easygoing, and patient. Charles is more hardworking and organized than Marshall. Marshall is more creative than Charles. I'm very lucky to have such great cousins. Okay, let's have a look at the questions first. What's not correct about Charles and Marshall? Both Charles and Marshall are handsome. That's correct. Marshall is younger than Charles. Younger. Marshall. No, not correct. Marshall is not as tall as Charles. That's true. Both Charles and Marshall have freckles and dimples. That's true. Only B, Marshall is younger than Charles, is not correct. This is not correct. Okay, 2. What's correct about Charles and Marshall? Both Charles and Marshall have a beard and a mustache. I don't think so. Yes. No. Charles and Marshall have the same face shape. No. One has an oval face and the other has a square face. Charles and Marshall have the same hair type. I don't think so. One has curly hair and the other has um, doesn't talk about his hair. Short, straight hair. Yes, that's different. Okay. Charles and Marshall have the same hair length. Short. Straight, short. Yes, short. No, that's right. That's right. D. The answer is D. Charles and Marshall have the same hair length. Short, short. What's not correct about Charles and Marshall's character? Charles is more easygoing than Marshall. Charles is more easygoing than Marshall. Charles are reliable, easygoing, and patient. Charles is more hardworking and organized than Marshall, whom are creative. Charles, not correct. Charles is as patient as Marshall. Yes. Marshall isn't as hardworking as Charles. Can be. Charles is more hardworking. Yes. Charles, not correct. Marshall. Charles isn't as creative as Marshall. Charles isn't as patient as Marshall. Hardworking and organized. Not correct. Charles is more easygoing than Marshall. That's not right because they are both easygoing. Okay, we finished this one and we came to the listening. Listen and circle the correct answer. Mrs. Sanders is about. Which woman is Mrs. Sanders? What is Mrs. Sanders like in class?
Unit 1. Focus on skills. Page 19. Listening comprehension. Activity 2. Listen and circle the correct answer.
Who is your favorite teacher, George?
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Sanders.
Yes.
How old is she?
I am
Ah.
not sure, but she is in her late 40s.
Late 40s.
What is she like?
She is very easygoing and patient. She hardly ever gets angry. She is very organized. She is very creative, so we always have a lot of fun during her classes.
What does she look like?
She isn't very tall, but she is very slim. She has some wrinkles on her face, but she looks very beautiful. She has got long, grey straight hair.
Okay, let's listen again.
Unit 1. Focus on skills. Page 19. Listening comprehension. Activity 2. Listen and circle the correct answer.
Who is your favorite teacher, George?
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Sanders.
How old is she?
I am not sure, but she is in her late 40s.
Yes.
What is she like?
She is very easygoing and patient. She hardly ever gets angry. She is very organized. She is very creative, so we always have a lot of fun during her classes.
What does she look like?
She isn't very tall, but she is very slim. She has some wrinkles on her face, but she looks very beautiful. She has got long, grey straight hair.
Yes, let's listen and do it together.
Unit 1. Focus on skills. Page 19. Listening comprehension. Activity 2. Listen and circle the correct answer.
Who is your favorite teacher, George?
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Sanders.
How old is she?
I am not sure, but she is in her late 40s.
What
48.
is she like?
She is very easygoing and patient. She hardly ever gets angry. She is very organized. She is very creative, so we always have a lot of fun during her classes.
What does she look like?
She isn't very tall, but she is very slim. She has some wrinkles on her face, but she looks very beautiful. She has got long, grey straight hair.
Grey straight hair. Okay. Now let's have a look at language functions responding to situations. Choose the best response for the situations. What's your uncle like? He's a heart surgeon. He's tall and slim. He has got short black hair. He's creative and reliable. We can say he is creative and reliable. Can you come tomorrow morning? Yes, of course. What qualities make you a good personal trainer? Well, I'm patient and easygoing. That's it. B. Okay, let's go back. Language means. Look at the picture and write true or false. Katie and Steven. Steven is a security guard. That's false because he is a personal trainer. Steven is short and skinny. I don't think so, but no, that's false. Steven has got a beard and a mustache. True, we can see from the picture. Katie has got wrinkles on her face. We can see, I think she looks young. She's not old. That's false. Katie looks very energetic. Yes, I think so. Let's go back. Okay, let's clean. We came to vocabulary journal. Sorry for this. Flight attendant. Remember the jobs. Flight attendant, personal trainer, football coach, heart surgeon, makeup artist, security guard, travel agent, web designer. Job related adjectives: creative, easygoing, flexible, hardworking, independent, organized, patient, reliable. For the appearance, we can use a beard, mustache, curly hair, dimple, freckles, overweight, skinny, slim, well built, wrinkles, mm, wrinkles, 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 wrinkles. Okay. Freckles, wrinkles, oval, and round, square face, mustache. Are you available? And useful phrases. We have useful phrases. Are you available, for example, for tomorrow, for a football match? Are you available to study together, for example? Let's give it a try. You try. Let's give it a try. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. What does he look like? What's she like? What does he look like? Appearance. What's she like? About character. What qualities make you reliable, for example? If you keep your promises, that means, and if you don't tell anything your friend tells to you, to anybody else, that means you're reliable. And yes, reliable. Let's turn over the page and let's have fun. Okay. Now, the first one, profession, as far as I know, makeup artist, as far as I know. Makeup artist. Sorry. The second one, flight attendant. Okay. The third one, let's have a look at the third one. Web designer. Web designer. Okay, sorry. And then the fourth one is personal trainer. Yes, the fifth one is a doctor, heart surgeon. Sorry, heart surgeon. The sixth one is football coach. What about the seventh one? Security guard. And the eighth one is what? The eighth one, where is it? 7, 8. Travel agent, sorry, travel agent. I couldn't get. Okay, let's look at the other one. Match the pictures with the natural disasters. Oh, you have to know these natural disasters. For example, lightning. Lightning. This is the lightning. Drought. This is the drought. What about the tsunami? This is the tsunami. Volcanic eruption. Where is it? Yes, volcanic eruption. Earthquake. Earthquake should be this. Hurricane should be this. Flood should be this. Listen and repeat after me. Earthquake, earthquake, just like in Adapazarı and Gölcük. Volcanic eruption, Vesuv in Italy. I think so. Flood, and Istanbul sometimes it happens. Lightning everywhere, it happens everywhere. Hurricane in America, especially, it happens. And tsunami in Japan or maybe in India because of the oceans. When there's an earthquake, for example, all the waves got bigger and bigger and uh, goes to Japan as a tsunami. Drought in Africa, for example. When there isn't much rain, for example, a drought comes out. Okay. Label the accidents. There are some accidents we have to learn. Sprain your ankle. Sprain your ankle. Ankle. Where is it? Sprain your ankle. This one. Break your arm. Break your arm. Get sunburned. This one, I suppose. Break your arm should be this one. Sorry. Fall down. Fall down. Cut your finger. Cut your finger. Hurt your back. Slip. Slip. Sorry. Hurt your back. Slip here. Yes, let's check. Yes, they are all correct. Yes, we came to read and complete the news reports with the words immediately, returning, control, out, smoke. Yesterday, a group of students were home from a picnic, returning home from a picnic when they noticed the smoke, as far as we can understand, when they saw the forest fire. They called the fire brigade immediately. While they were waiting for the fire brigade to arrive, they tried to put out, extinguish the fire. When the firemen arrived, they were thankful that the fire was under control. Control. This is extra. Okay, begin. Worried, strange, earthquake, turning. Jack Evans, 52, was sleeping when he heard a strange noise. Should be. At first, he thought his wife was turning over in her sleep. Then the whole house began to shake. I was shocked and I felt very worried, said Jack Evans. While he was trying to go outside, he realized that an earthquake had happened. When they went outside, he saw his neighbors and they all looked very frightened. Okay, listen to the dialogues and choose the correct answer. What happened while Camilla was playing tennis? 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 Oh,
Dialogue 1.
What happened last weekend, Ruth?
A volcanic eruption happened last weekend.
Dialogue 2.
Lucas, where were you going when you had an accident?
I was going to school when I had an accident.
Dialogue 3.
What's wrong, Camila?
I sprained my ankle while I was playing tennis.
Dialogue 4.
Leo, what did you do when you cut your finger?
I put a plaster on it.
okay, let's listen again. They wrote Camilla, but there are different
Dialogue 1.
persons,
What happened last
different
weekend,
people.
Ruth?
A volcanic eruption happened last weekend.
Dialogue 2.
Lucas, where were you going when you had an accident?
I was going to school when I had an accident.
Dialogue 3.
What's wrong, Camila?
I sprained my ankle while I was playing tennis.
Dialogue 4.
Leo, what did you do when you cut your finger?
I put a plaster on it.
Let's listen and do the activities.
Dialogue 1.
What happened last weekend, Ruth?
A volcanic eruption
The first one is volcanic eruption, C.
happened last weekend.
Dialogue 2.
Lucas, where were you going when you had an accident?
I was going to school when I had an accident.
School must be B. I can't see, but it must be B.
Dialogue 3.
What's wrong, Camila?
I sprained my ankle while I was playing tennis.
Dialogue 4.
Ankle.
Leo, what did you do when you cut your finger?
I put a plaster on it.
B. Anyway, let's look at the answers. 2, A, B. Okay, find the natural disasters in the word grid. Flood. Yes, the first one is done. Hurricane. What else? Earthquake. What else? Tsunami. Lightning. Lightning. One more. Drought. Has finished. Look at the pictures and complete the words about the environmental problems. This is drought. First one. No. Deforestation. Deforestation. Forestation should be deforestation. Endangered species. Okay. What else? Solar energy. Energy. Waste. Energy waste. Air pollution. Rubbish. What else? Water pollution. These are environmental problems. Deforestation. Forestation. I'm not sure about that word. Anyway, I'll check. Endangered species. Energy waste. Air pollution. Rubbish. Water pollution. These are the environmental problems we face. Let's go back and see what's here. Yes. Let's have a look at here. Let's make it bigger. Yes, look at the questions. Watch the video and choose the correct answer. Cindy is a director, leading actor, background actor. 2. A background actor is a person who appears in advertisements, TV shows, and films behind the main actors. Normal, famous, talented. Cindy, a lot of money. Earns, doesn't earn, earned. Eric is a computer games designer, engineer, game tester. Eric thinks that his job can sometimes get tiring, boring, dangerous. Eric thinks that he isn't very because he spends hours in front of a computer every day. Sociable, healthy, creative. Wendy is a sitter, house sitter, baby sitter, pet sitter. Wendy stays at other people's houses. 8. Wendy stays at other people's houses when they are at school, at work, on holiday. 9. One disadvantage of Wendy's job is that she doesn't like living in the different houses. She misses her family and friends. She gets really bored. Okay, let's watch first. Can you name any unusual jobs? What are the advantages and disadvantages of these jobs? You have to think.
My sister Cindy has an unusual job. She is a background actor. A
Background
background actor is a normal person who appears in advertisements, TV shows, and films behind the main actors. Cindy thinks that the advantage of being a background actor is that she can meet a lot of famous people. The disadvantage is that she doesn't earn a lot of money and she has to wait in the studio for long hours. My brother Eric has an unusual job. He is a computer games tester. A computer game tester is a person who plays computer games and tests their features. Eric loves his job because he loves playing games, but he thinks it can sometimes get boring. Another disadvantage is that he doesn't have an active social life because he spends hours in front of a computer every day. My Aunt Wendy has an unusual job. She is a house sitter. A house sitter is a person who looks after other people's houses when they are away. She stays at other people's houses when they are on holiday. Wendy thinks that being a house sitter is great because she can save a lot of money and gain experience from living in different houses. One disadvantage is that she misses her family and friends.
Okay, let's watch this film with subtitles.
My sister Cindy has an unusual job.
Unusual
She
job.
is a background actor.
Background actor.
A background actor is a normal person who appears in advertisements, TV shows, and films behind the main actors.
Advertisements.
Cindy thinks that the advantage of being a background actor is that she can meet a lot of famous people. The disadvantage is that she doesn't earn a lot of money and she has to wait in the studio for long hours. My brother Eric has an unusual job. He is a computer games tester. A computer game tester is a person who plays computer games and tests their features. Eric loves his job because he loves playing games, but he thinks it can sometimes get boring. Another disadvantage is that he doesn't have an active social life because he spends hours in front of a computer every day. My Aunt Wendy has an unusual job. She is a house sitter. A house sitter is a person who looks after other people's houses when they are away. She stays at other people's houses when they are on holiday. Wendy thinks that being a house sitter is great because she can save a lot of money and gain experience from living in different houses. One disadvantage is that she misses her family and friends.
Okay, we finished watching this and let's have a look at the activities. Cindy is a background actor. The background actor is a normal person who appears in advertisements, TV shows, and films behind the main actors. Cindy doesn't earn a lot of money. Eric is a computer game tester. Eric thinks that his job can sometimes get boring. Eric thinks that he isn't very, as he spends hours in front of a computer, very sociable. Wendy is a house sitter. Wendy stays at other people's houses when they are on holiday. One disadvantage of Wendy's job is that she misses her family and friends. These are the answers for this. Okay. Now we came to unit revision. Read and circle the correct answers. Okay, let's revise what we have learned. My uncle is travel agent. He plans people's holidays. Travel agent. My cousin works at a hospital. He's a who operates on patients. He is a heart surgeon. You can share your secrets with her. She is very reliable. I don't have to start work very early. I have flexible working hours. Teachers must be, in other words, they should stay calm and not get annoyed with their students' behavior. Patient. The little girl has in which freckles, not wrinkles. You're slim, overweight. You don't have to go on a diet. Slim. You're slim. He is in his early, late, late 30s. He's about 38 years old. Circle the correct answer. Mike helps his brother with his homework now. Is helping now because of now. Sarah usually hangs out with her friends after school. My sisters go climbing every Sunday. My aunt is flying to Oslo tomorrow. Future meaning. I want, not wanting, for sure. I want to be a web designer when I grow up. They do yoga every morning. We are having a party next Saturday. Future. Okay. Rewrite the following sentences. My mother is more understanding than my father. My father isn't as understanding as my mother. No student in my class is as reliable as Chris. Chris is the most reliable student in my class. I saw a girl, she had long pink hair. I saw a girl who had long pink hair. We went to a cafe, we had lunch there. We went to a cafe where we had lunch. Oliver talked to the boy. His mother is a famous makeup artist. Oliver, whose mother talked to the boy, whose mother is a famous makeup artist. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Those are the correct answers. Because I'm very hardworking and patient. Are you available at the weekends? Okay, because I'm very hardworking and patient. Why do you think you will be a good teacher? Because I'm very hardworking and patient. C. Hey, she's very pretty. She's tall and slim. She has got big brown eyes. What does she look like? What does your manager look like? She's very pretty. She's tall and slim. She has got big brown eyes. Look like, not character. Let's try it out. Great. See you on Monday morning. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Have a seat. Great. Great. See you on Monday morning. Should be. Look at the pictures and circle the correct answers. 1. Tim is a Heart surgeon. 2. The flight attendant is talking to the passengers. Talking to the passenger, as far as I can see. Yes. Okay, the security guard is well built. The football coach is in his mid 60s. Mid 60s. Listen and write true or false. Okay, listen.
Unit 1. Revision. Page 23. Listening comprehension. Activity 6. Listen and write true or false.
My name is Olivia. I have two sisters. I get along with both of them very well. Their names are Michelle and Nicole. They are both very good looking. Michelle is in her early 20s, but Nicole is in her late 20s. Michelle has an oval face. Nicole has a round face. Michelle is tall and slim. However, Nicole is not as tall as Michelle, and she is a bit skinny. They both have dimples, which make them very beautiful. Michelle has got long, straight hair. Nicole has curly, short hair. They both have blue eyes. I think they are wonderful people. Both Michelle and Nicole are easygoing and sociable. Michelle is more reliable than Nicole. Nicole is the most hard-working person in the family. I am very lucky to have such great sisters.
Let's listen and do together.
Unit 1. Revision. Page 23. Listening comprehension. Activity 6. Listen and write true or false.
My name is Olivia. I have two sisters. I get along with both of them very well. Their
Get along
names are
very well.
Michelle and Nicole. They are both very good looking. Michelle is in her early 20s, but Nicole is in her late 20s.
False.
Michelle has an oval face. Nicole has a round face.
False.
Michelle
Round
is
and
tall
oval.
and slim. However, Nicole is not as tall as Michelle, and
True.
she is a bit skinny. They both have dimples, which make them very beautiful.
True.
Michelle has got long, straight hair. Nicole has curly, short hair. They both have blue eyes. I think they are wonderful people. Both Michelle and Nicole are easygoing and sociable. Michelle is more reliable
Not only
than
Michelle,
Nicole.
both.
Nicole is the most hard-working person in the family. I am very lucky to have such great sisters.
Yes. Okay, let's read. Jordan Miller is one of the most well-known people in New Jersey, but he doesn't have an album or act in films. He is famous because he is a very helpful and kind person. Jordan is a doctor. He is married, and his wife, Laura, is an interesting job. She works for an international company which produces organic toys for children. Jordan has a charity organization which helps sick people. Laura helps Jordan with his charity work because she's as helpful as Jordan. She sells organic toys of charity events and gives the money to Jordan's charity to help sick people. Everybody in New Jersey loves and respects Jordan Miller. What does Jordan Miller do? Jordan Miller is a doctor. What is Laura's occupation? She works for an international company. Who does Jordan's charity help? Organic toys. Help sick people. How does Laura help Jordan? She sells organic toys at the charity events and gives the money to Jordan's charity to help sick people. That's how she helps. What's Jordan like? Jordan is a helpful person, I can say. Yes, and respectful, let's say. Okay. Yes, we finished the first unit of Amazing 4 level 3 unit 1. Thank you for listening to me. See you in unit 2 here later. Bye.